This is Dale Maharidge with Michael Williamson, who is here in spirit. We were in Youngstown, Ohio, and we wanted to travel with someone as they set out on the road looking for work. As we told you in a previous show, our attempt at this failed. We didn't find a person leaving at the right moment. So we left Youngstown at the very end of March in Das Boot, our car, and we drove into Appalachia. These letters to my publisher lay out where we are. I'm writing by candlelight in the front seat of Das Boot, while Michael was sleeping in the back. We were frustrated. We want to be with people who were traveling looking for work. They were out there, we knew it, but we just weren't finding them. So we were camped out, bummed out. Youngstown was very, very heavy. We couldn't get it off our minds. If you want to know more about this, you can go to my Facebook page. There's a whole lot more there. None of this is in the book. This is all backstory stuff. We didn't get into this in the new book. For example, we found this couple, Eric and Alvina, hitchhiking. Oh, were they in a world of hurt. He'd lost his job, then they lost their apartment, and they were heading north by thumb. They were going the opposite direction we were, so we couldn't give them a lift. Alvina was really a mess. You can tell by looking at her eyes. Eric took me aside. He was frantic. He said, "What do I do, goddammit? What do I do?" I didn't know what to tell him. We gave him a bunch of food that we had. Again, a lot of this is in the textual blog. We found others out there, like these young people, but they weren't quite the people we were looking for. Then we headed into the Mid-South, then to the Deep South, all the way down to Birmingham. Job seekers were coming through, according to the mission director. They just weren't there when we were there. We went under the bridge in Birmingham. We spent a lot of time under bridges on this project. We came to this spooky place. We didn't know what to do. So we headed to Memphis to look for people. We were low on money. We had almost no money to spend on this project. So we bought a loaf of cheap white bread, a couple of cans of sardines, and we went out on the famous Haranon Railroad Bridge over the Mississippi River. We took these pictures on top, and then we discovered that there was a way to go down to one of those pylons underneath. So we went down there and sat 200 feet above the river. We made our sardine sandwiches, which sound gross now, but boy did they taste good at that point. We watched barges go by and wondered, what should we do? We had limited time and limited money. I suggested that we go up to St. Louis and cross the Mississippi. Let's see if we can make St. Louis work for us, I said. And there was someone we would meet in St. Louis who would end up being very profound for this project. I'll tell you about that in the next show.